Good morning, everyone. Another episode of Reality Warpers. And today I wanted to speak with you all about energy and different forms of energy, and also how to reserve energy, and how to find tools and things or people that would help you reserve energy. All right. So energy comes in different forms uh for because energy can would be considered different things for different people or different species. So for example, um a deer or something, energy for them is plants. All right. Yeah, and that's energy for us as well. That's also another form of energy. But food, money, music, time, and information. All right. All of those are all forms of energy, and this is why it is important um to know what energy you are using and putting into your body, basically fueling your body, because the energy that you use or in, input into your body is what fuels the vehicle. All right. So, one, let's talk about food. Okay. I spoke about this in my last video of things like, for example, pork. Um, do your research on your foods. Um, And when you do your research on your foods, take heed to the research. Don't just like look at the video or read the information and that's it. Because you know better now, do better. Okay, pork is bad for you. Try as hard as you can to like really cut as much pork items out of your diet as you possibly can. Substitute for whatever. You like sausage, find beef sausage. Or, country boy like me, deer sausage. Don't knock it till you try it. I hear a lot of mess about it on Facebook. Don't knock it till you try it. But bacon. Switched from regular bacon to turkey bacon, and it's really not that bad. And different forms of bread. Instead of eating white bread, try wheat, or I like honey wheat, and just continue to adjust your diet. I'm not saying you got to go full vegan and all of that kind of stuff like that. I mean, but if you want to go down that route, more kudos to you or whatever. But just make sure you focus and you are serious about the foods that you imply into your body. Bruh, chill out on the McDonald's, on the Taco Bell, the fast food, the drinking and stuff like that. That's what y'all really got to chill out on, because it messes your brain up and it makes you crave unhealthy foods. So you be out late at night and stuff, and you got Taco Bell and Whataburger and all that kind of stuff late, open late at night and stuff. If you was taking care of your body more, that ain't what you would be looking for late at night. One, you will probably be intermediate fasting or something, or you'll drink you some water, and that'll help fill you up. Eating late at night is not a good thing, because you finna lay down right after that. Your body makes it hard to digest when you're not up moving and actually helping it burn the food off that you just digest, or that you just input into your body. So chill out on the drinking, chill out on the fast foods and stuff. Chill out on the sugars and the sweets and all of that. It's really not, needed. Like if you want it that bad, if you like it that bad, the more you cut it, the special occasions when you do have those things, it feels a lot better. So, like, let's say, for example, you chill out on the sweets and stuff, and the only time you eat sweets is during the holidays when you go and visit family, or whatever you eat, eating your pies and your cakes and stuff. That dopamine hit would hit higher and you will feel better versus you've been eating that all throughout the year, and now at Thanksgiving, and now you finna do it again. You see what I'm saying? Like, just kind of cut as much of it as you can, and drink water. Like, drink water. One of the waters that I drink, that I'm a big water fan now. One of the waters that I drink is this. If you all have ever seen this in your city, definitely a good buy. Volcanic water, naturally alkaline, and electrolytes. All right. I do my research on my waters and stuff, so I look for like the highest pH balance and alkaline waters and stuff. And this one is one of the highest pH balances that I could find. I found a few other ones, but this one is one of my favorite ones. And I also like the bottle too, because it kind of give it a little bit of tint, so it doesn't get like hot. I've never drinking that water hot before, and I've left a bottle in my car or something, and the heat, couldn't make it hot because the bottle tinted it or whatever. So, check out, get you some water, do some research on your foods and stuff. Yeah, you can have a cheat day and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, make sure your cheat day be, at least something decent, or whatever. If you're gonna have a burger, have a steak burger instead of, just try to cut red meats and stuff, whatever. All right. Next, money. Money is energy, currency, and it helps in developing your character, which is energy that you input into yourself. All right. So, where you put that energy, though, is what hurts or helps you. You have to really pay attention to where you put your money. All right. If you don't focus on your bills, and you focus on how fresh or how fly you is and stuff instead, uh mentally, like, yeah, you can show out in front of everybody and be all on Instagram and stuff like that to everybody else, but once you get off of that camera, deep down inside you have problems, and some of the problems that you have, you could have solved some of those problems by using the money that you spent on the clothes and the shoes. For example, like paying your bills. If you got a light bill due, or a car note due, or something like that, or whatever bill, phone bill, or whatever, that's a stress on your mind. That's why it's so important. Yeah, is you might look at it like a little thing or whatever, but the thing is, that's something that's going to stress your mind. The less stress that you have on your mind, the better that you can connect to yourself spiritually. And the reason why it's so important to connect to yourself spiritually, guys, is because your spiritual life is a direct reflection of your physical life. So if you are right spiritually and you're connected in the right way with the right wires with God or the universe, then things flow properly in your life. If you are not connected the right way, then you're going to struggle in life because there's a disconnect somewhere. So you have to connect the three in order for your life to prosper in the way that you dream of yourself prospering. All right. um going to the clubs, bruh. Strip clubs, or um uh uh going to the bars, or going and betting and all that kind of stuff like that, gambling and stuff like that, bro. When you lose a lot of money, that it might feel good at the time that you spending the money and whatever you doing to spend the money, but bro, when you leave that situation, that's when the stress is going to hit you, bro. People have lost houses. People have lost whole families and stuff just because of gambling problems. Just because they was putting their energy, or a certain form of energy that they had, into the wrong places, bro. Like, money is a very important form of, and everything is a very important form of energy, because it's going to affect you in a certain way. Everything, every energy is going to affect you in some certain way, whether it's physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. Everything is going to affect you in a certain way. So that's why it's important for you to make sure the energies that you put and keep in your life and keep around you is going to be something very positive. And bro, y'all really have to look more into these famous people lives and stuff, instead of just what you see on the media. Like, do like research, check out their interviews and all of that kind of stuff, because they will talk to you and tell you exactly how they got to where they got, bruh. Like, you have to look over all the glamour and the goals and the funds and all that kind of stuff like that, because that's just a benefactor of be where they are spiritually, mentally, and stuff like that. That's just a benefactor of it, because they are in a good connection with whatever their higher self is. It shows on the outside, the physical. Okay, bro. So like, you got to do the same thing, and that's where the media be messing people's minds up, because they only show like the surface of it, and a lot of us don't like to read, don't like to do our research and all that kind of stuff. So we don't know how people got where they got. We just know that they got it, and we just feel like, oh, we could do it too, and all that kind of stuff, bro. You don't know what people had to go through to get that kind of stuff. You don't know the problems that come with the stuff that they have. All right, so money, music. Now, this one is a special one because this is one that's very, very slept on. All right. The music that you listen to is called frequencies or waves. Everything is on a certain frequency or a certain wave. All right. Money is on a certain frequency. Happiness is on a certain frequency. Um, Being upset is on a certain frequency. The good frequencies, everything good is on a higher level frequency. Everything bad is on, or like energy draining type, is on the lower level frequencies. All right. Okay. Music. There are certain frequencies that are used in music that help wire your brain in a certain way. Okay? So, um, you ever, all right, think about this. Think about the music that people that meditate and all of that kind of stuff. Look at the type of music that they listen to, like hums, or nature sounds, or it's like a nice melody, or whatever. Okay, then look at the state that that music puts them in: calm, uh like more collective of themselves and stuff. Now look at the opposite of that. Rock, hip hop, that kind of music. And look at listen to what they say, because not only do they have certain frequencies in it, but because their voice is now in it, that holds a higher substance. So, and also the volume that you listen to this music also plays a big part of it. If you get a speaker or whatever, and put it in front of you and put it as loud as you can, all right, you will feel the music. You'll feel the bass from the speaker. Now go to the club. Next time you go to the club, go to the stage and stand directly in front of the big speakers that's in front of the stage, and see, don't you feel the difference from the little speaker that you put in front of you and that speaker? Okay, the volume that you take that frequency level in plays a big part on how much it affects you. All right. Um the music that, even when I did, like, really was really in the hip hop, and I still am into hip hop, the people that I would listen to would be like J. Cole, or Kendrick Lamar, or Kevin Gates, or just more lyrical type rappers, you know. And the stuff that they said, yeah, of course, sometimes they would rap about the girls and the money and stuff like that randomly. They would rap about that, or Gates, with his life before he got married and had kids and stuff like that. But that was just what they was going through at the time. These rappers that I listen to, they evolve over time, and you can hear it in their raps. And all the other mainstream rappers, like, I would listen to them for a moment, just to get that little feel or whatever. But I would never, that they would never be something that I put on repeat, you know because that music didn't hold substance for me. They all rapped about the same thing. They all was very repetitive, whatever. That was the kind of music that I listened to. But just really pay attention to the kind of music that you listen to, and just for a second, go when you get a chance or whatever. Go to your playlist and don't sing, don't rap, don't bump to it and all that kind of stuff like that. Sit and just listen to everything that rapper actually says in the song. And if sometimes they might rap too fast, you might not understand. Find the song on YouTube and put in the lyrics. Like, look for the lyrics of the song and listen to what he's saying while you're reading the lyrics, and you will understand. Like, yo, bro, like, the stuff he's saying is kind of trash. Ain't even gonna lie. Like, don't get me wrong, the song hard and all that, but he's very repetitive. The stuff he said ain't nothing different from what other people rap, and it's just really not something that I will probably use or help probably develop me, later on in life. It's just that, like, or whatever. Um, so that's what I got on music. Time. Where you spend your time is energy. And the reason why it's energy is because the thing that you are doing with that time is what you could be doing, is something that you could be doing to develop your character. So it's, if you're spending time with looking at TV, binge watching Netflix or whatever, instead of working out, or instead of looking at motivational videos, or instead of out making money, out grinding, because that's another form of energy. If you're not out grinding, or doing something to just self improve yourself, even just going out and socializing with the right people. I'm not saying you can't go out and have fun. I'm not saying you can't go out and socialize, but make sure the people that you socialize yourself with are giving you valuable energy back, because the energy that they put into you is going to direct where your mind flows. I spoke about that in my last video. When you have a child or something like that, or when you get to a certain age and you are now an influencer to other people or whatever, the things that you do, the things that you say, like the things that they see you do, like the monkey see monkey do kind of thing. But just take out the monkey and just think about it as, I'm in a higher position in life, or a higher position spiritually than that person is, whether you realize it or not. Like, if you are in a higher place financially, then you are in a higher place. Like, well, I ain't gonna say spiritually or whatever, because everybody situations are different. Because like I said, if you can have a path already set up by your parents. Already you can be born into to good energy or big energy or whatever. But you just are on a higher platform than other people. They're going to look up to you, and because they want to get to where you are, they are going to do and think about the things that you do. So you have to really make sure the time, where you spend your time and what you do with your time, is beneficial to you. Look out for energy vampires. Um, these can be things, these can be people, these can be friends, these can be families, these can be relationships, these can be like anything. There's like anything can be an energy vampire. All right. If you are doing something and it makes you like lazy, uh, eating, overeating, that's an energy vampire. That's something that sucks the energy out of you. You think you put energy in your body, but at the same time, you really just flooding it. You really just flooding it, and you probably flooding it with inefficient fuel, something that's watered down fuel, not premium enough fuel. So chips, soda, all that kind of stuff like that. That's watered down fuel for your body. All right. So look out for people too, because they can be energy vampires, and because we have a love or we have a care for somebody, we might not really see that yet. All right. Someone that's always like want to be around you, and when y'all are around each other, y'all not doing nothing productive, that's an energy vampire. When you are around somebody for a long period of time and you're not in a high level of frequency, so you probably have a bad attitude, or you unhappy, or they're a miserable person, so when you around them it makes you miserable, that kind of thing, or whatever. That energy, that's watered down energy that you are placing in you. So you have to chop that, bro. If your energy, if two people are around each other, one person energy is going to be stronger than the other person's energy. So if your energy is not strong enough to overtake their energy and make them change from what they're doing, then eventually their energy is going to affect you and make you change what you're doing. So if you don't feel comfortable with that, your energy is strong enough to overtake their energy, then if I was you, I would just chop it. Just chill out on hanging out with them, or whatever, or you know, you'll know how to handle the situation. Just all depending on who or what that person is. But if you are serious about what you are putting into your body, then that's one thing you are going to be extremely serious about, is where you spend your time and how you use your time. All right. Information, social media, and the news and all of that kind of stuff, bro. TV. Uh, if you're not using it for a hobby or something to help benefit you and take you to the next level,